This student forcibly pulled the teacher into his arms because he was the son of a chaebol family. The teacher had no choice but to hold back, again and again, but he just kept pushing, and reached up to brush her hair aside.
나 진짜 진심이야, 지민아. 나랑 사귈까?
His cronies standing nearby pulled out their phones and recorded the whole thing, then turned around and framed her, claiming the teacher had been the one coming on to the student. But what they couldn't have imagined was that this seemingly fragile female teacher was someone they had no business messing with. This school, which looked peaceful on the surface, was actually riddled with horrifying bullying. The bullying ring led by Sukong was a nightmare for every single person at the school. They treated poor kids like targets for their own amusement. There was even an old woman who had set up a small kimbap stand right outside the school gate. Sukong showed up with his crew, smashed up her stand, and then beat her grandson Jin Hyung to a pulp, forcing him to kneel in the kimbap scattered all over the ground. Watching Jin Hyung beg for mercy, Sukong not only didn't let up, he came up with even sicker ways to humiliate him.
야, 일단 이거부터 좀 먹어라. 어? 네가 사랑하는 할머니가 만든 씨발 소중한 음식인데 이렇게 버릴 거야? 이제부터 네 이름.
They gave Jin Hyung the nickname Kimbap and started a long-running campaign of bullying, beating him like a punching bag after school, locking him in the pike shaft during breaks, forcing him to eat kimbap off the floor, playing rock paper scissors with him, but only allowing him to throw scissors. Every round he lost, he got slapped, looking for an even bigger thrill. Sukong even broadcast the bullying over the school PA system, making the whole school live under a cloud of fear and oppression. The teachers all knew exactly what was happening, but because they were terrified of Sukong's family background, they chose to look the other way. It wasn't until a new student teacher named SOSO arrived at the school that things finally started to shift. Her workplace philosophy was, just put up with things and they'll pass. Take a step back and the world opens up. Even when the head of academics eyed her with a leering look, she'd just hide in the bathroom and stew on her own. But she had once been a boxer with a bright future ahead of her. Back then, to pay off her father's massive debts, she'd been forced to throw fights and lose on purpose, ultimately ending her athletic career. So now, all she wanted was a stable job, and to keep her head down and get through it. But it just so happened that on this day, she stumbled across Sukong and his crew bullying Jin Hyung. They had put a black plastic bag over Jin Hyung's head, making it impossible for him to breathe. And Sukong was standing right there, watching his suffering with cold, indifferent eyes. SOSO was about to charge in and stop them. But the moment Sukong turned his head, she shrank back in fear, remembering her supervisor's warning.
너 바로 개입하지 말고 일단 홀드. 특히 한수간 적극적으로 관망하겠습니다.
She stood there torn. Reason was telling her not to stick her neck out, to pretend she'd seen nothing. The only surveillance camera that could have captured the scene had already been carefully covered with a black cloth by Sukong. All Jin Hyung could do was twist and struggle in agony, in a corner where no one would find him. But Soso's sense of justice was too strong. She couldn't just stand by anymore. Just as she was about to rush in, she was stopped by a student in the doorway. The boy kept dropping hints that she should stay out of it,